Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we are looking at a case study that seems pretty simple on the surface, but actually it really hits right at the core of modern life.
Yeah, it's about that quest for the perfect weekend, isn't it? Like maximally productive, zero downtime.
Exactly. We've all been there, I think. Making that huge list of everything we're going to smash through before Monday morning rolls around.
Uh-huh. And our source material today is this short narrative called The Busy Weekend. It's about a character, Jack, who basically tries to cram way too much into 48 hours.
Right. Physical work, social stuff, bit of leisure.
All jammed together. It's a classic setup for, well, not succeeding.
So our mission today isn't just to say, oh, Jack failed. It's more about taking his timeline, like step by step, and figuring out exactly where things went wrong.
Where did it tip over from ambitious into, guaranteed burnout?
Yeah. We want to understand those pitfalls of the long list mentality and maybe look at the hidden costs, the friction of just being busy.
It's kind of a blueprint, maybe, for understanding why we sometimes fail when we forget about our energy levels, not just our time.
Okay, so the conflict kicks off right at the planning stage you mentioned. Jack creates this long list of things he wants to do.
Yeah, and the source calls it that specifically, a long list. And the danger isn't necessarily the tasks themselves. It's more about treating them all as, like, equal blocks of time you can just shuffle around.
Okay, let's unpack that list. What exactly was on Jack's weekend agenda?
Well, he wanted to clean his house. That's a pretty big physical job.
Okay, chore one.
Then, visit friends. That's your social energy output.
Right, requires effort.
And finally, watch a movie, which is supposed to be the relaxation part, the winding down.
So on paper, it looks sort of balanced, doesn't it? You've got work, social life, rest.
It looks balanced, but it's a bit of an illusion, because Jack's basically trying to squeeze maybe 3 days worth of energy demands into just 2.
3 days into 2? How do you figure that?
Well, think about the different types of energy. Physical stamina for cleaning, social energy, maybe even some emotional labor for the friends part, and then cognitive focus for the movie, even if it's leisure.
Ah, okay.
And he's mixing them in a really draining way. Cleaning isn't just physical. There's planning, deciding what to tackle first. That's mental effort too, cognitive load.
But hang on, isn't cleaning like inherently productive? Doesn't getting something concrete done give you a boost? Offset the drain a bit?
That's a fair point and a common thought. But it kind of ignores what psychologists sometimes call activation energy.
Activation energy.
Yeah, the mental push you need just to start something, especially a task like cleaning that involves effort and decisions. Jack uses up a chunk of his mental energy just getting going.
Okay.
So yes, there's satisfaction at the end, maybe. But the energy cost is paid up front. And if you have a long list, every single item needs its own activation energy burst.
Draining the tank before the day's really even started?
Exactly. Which sets things up perfectly for how Saturday actually begins.
Right. Phase 2, Saturday's relentless start. He's clearly motivated. The source says he wakes up early, gets straight into cleaning. We even get the phrase, I cleaned my house.
Goal number 1, tackled. Physical labor, check.
But that early start, it can be a bit of a trap, can't it? Especially for overschedulers.
Oh, absolutely. You think, great, I'm getting ahead. But really, you might just be guaranteeing that when unexpected stuff hits later.
You've got nothing left in the tank to handle it.
Precisely. You've lowered your baseline energy before you even walk out the door.
And the outside world does hit Jack pretty much immediately after the cleaning. He goes shopping.
Ah, yes. The shopping trip.
And this is where, for me, the deep dive gets really interesting because the source gives us this one tiny specific detail that throws a wrench in the works.
The store is crowded.
That detail. It's so small, but it's everything. A crowded store. That's the domino.
Why is that so significant? Shopping is just shopping, isn't it?
Well, normally shopping is already a bit of a axe on your brain, right? Finding things, comparing, remembering your list. Okay, yeah. Low-level cognitive load.
But add crowds. Now you've got noise, people bumping into you, weaving through aisles, maybe long lines.
Suddenly, it's not a simple task anymore.
No, it becomes a massive source of cognitive overhead. Your brain is constantly filtering irrelevant stuff, navigating the chaos. It's fighting the environment.
So you're not just spending time or even just mental energy on the task of shopping, you're spending it battling the surroundings.
Exactly right. That friction just eats away at your energy reserves way faster than you'd expect. Exponentially faster sometimes.
It's that decision fatigue idea again, or just overload?
Both, really. You're making micro decisions, constantly move left, wait here, ignore that noise, while trying to stick to your goal. It's draining.
And the result is immediate. The source explicitly notes Jack feels tired already, before Saturday is even half over.
Yep, already in the red zone, just from the cleaning, followed by that unexpected friction at the store. And that, I think, is a really crucial takeaway for you listening. Starting tired means any little snag, a delay, a crowd, a disagreement can completely derail you later.
Oh.
Jack didn't just spend time at the store, he hemorrhaged energy.
Which leads us right into the next big energy drain, phase 3, the evening commitments. He's already running on fumes.
After the cleaning sprint and the shopping ordeal, yeah.
But he's still got that social obligation lined up.
He attends a birthday party. The source gives us the phrase, I went to a party.
Okay, so physical exhaustion meets social demand.
Exactly. And a party isn't passive rest, is it? It requires active effort. You've got to be on.
Smiling, making conversation, remembering names, showing interest. It's a performance in a way.
It really is. It demands sustained mental and emotional output.
And he pushes through, probably thinking, well, I've come this far, done so much already.
That's sunk cost fallacy, yeah. Can't back out now. Got to see it through.
But it's just digging the energy hole deeper.
Oh, absolutely. It's a guaranteed recipe for burnout because your social battery is different from your physical one.
Right.
If you're physically tired, maybe reading a book quietly is restful. But forcing yourself to be sociable when you're physically drained, that pulls on your deepest reserves. Willpower, emotional control.
Yeah, I think anyone who leans even slightly introverted would look at Jack's Saturday and just know that party was a bad idea after the morning he had.
Definitely. But even for an extrovert, someone who genuinely gets energy from social interaction.
Yeah, her body is still screaming for rest after the cleaning and that stressful shopping trip.
Precisely. The social interaction might top up their emotional energy, maybe. But the physical debt from the morning, the cognitive drain from the crowds, that bill hasn't been paid.
So he's trying to pay off one type of debt by going deeper into another type.
You got it.
Yeah.
He's basically ensured there's zero chance for any real recovery. Jack's energy account went into massive overdraft sometime Saturday evening.
And the consequences of that unsustainable Saturday are immediate. The bill comes due Sunday morning, phase 4, the collapse.
It had to happen, really. His plan for Sunday was still pretty ambitious, wasn't it?
Yeah, he planned to go hiking, which, again, needs prep, travel, physical effort.
Significant effort required.
But reality bites hard. His brain might say hike, but his body just says nope.
Total system shutdown. The source says he can't get up, stays in bed. The ultimate surrender.
It's like his body just pulled the emergency brake because his mind wouldn't.
That's a great way to put it. It's the inevitable result. When you refuse to actually schedule rest, treat it as non-negotiable. The body will eventually mandate it.
So the hike is off. He resigns himself, says maybe next weekend. That classic postponement.
The eternal next weekend.
But importantly, there's a realization in this collapse, isn't there? The aha moment.
Yes, thankfully. It's not just about the failure. He learned something crucial.
What's the big takeaway for Jack?
The source tells us. He realizes that rest is important too. We even get the phrase, I need to rest.
Ah, that's the key.
That's the pivot. He shifts from thinking only about managing time to understanding he needs to manage energy.
Recognizing that a productive weekend actually has to include real recovery time. It's not just the absence of activity.
Exactly. His initial list failed, not because the tasks were impossible in isolation, but because rest was treated as optional, expendable, the first thing to go when pressure hit.
Like that crowded store just accelerated the process, forcing the cancellation down the line.
Right. The lesson being, your plan needs buffer time.
Yeah.
And that buffer is recovery. It needs to be scheduled with the same importance as clean the house.
Jack learned that busy doesn't equal good if the end result is just exhaustion and things left undone anyway.
That realization, rest is important, is step one to breaking that cycle. Budget for energy, not just time.
Absolutely crucial. But let's look at his very final thought again, maybe next weekend for the hike.
Ah, yes. The plan is immediately rescheduled.
This brings us to our final provocative thought for you, the listener. Because there's something interesting going on there, behaviorally speaking.
There really is. Jack might be falling into what's known as the planning fallacy.
Explain that.
Well, it's our tendency to be overly optimistic about future plans. We underestimate how long things will take or how much energy they'll require, even if we failed at the exact same task before.
So Jack knows he crashed this weekend because he ran out of energy.
But he assumes that next weekend,
Yeah.
future Jack will magically have enough energy for that hike, just because present Jack has now stated, I need to rest.
So the question for you listening is this. Is just saying maybe next weekend a guarantee that the cycle repeats? Is he just setting himself up for burnout again?
Or is finally realizing rest is important, the genuine first step, the catalyst for actual change in how he plans.
It hinges on whether he acts on that realization.
Exactly. Knowing you need rest is one thing. Actively scheduling it, protecting that time, budgeting energy throughout the entire week leading up to the weekend. That's different.
If he doesn't build recovery into his week, he could easily start next Saturday already depleted.
And we're right back to the same Sunday collapse. He needs to budget energy consistently, not just hope Sunday provides a magic reset.
So we encourage you to think about that. When you make your own long list, how are you budgeting for energy, not just time? Are you scheduling the recovery needed to handle life's inevitable crowded stores?
Maybe even budget some time just for, staring out the window. Activation energy for doing nothing. It might be more productive than you think.
Good thought. Until next time.